Hey guys, welcome to another week, another teaser. So this one will be from the 13th of October until the 17th of October. So let's see what we have. Coming up on Monday, a damning visit from municipal mayor forces Tibos to confront the truth. Yeah, it's happening, it's going down. It's going down. So the whole corruption, just the last time, I think on two videos that I did back. I think that's where I was talking about who's Braboiki's acquaintances or clients, and finally they revealed that long rap sheet, and it's like, man, of course it makes sense. So this for me, I think whether this happened intentionally or unintentionally, this is good storytelling. How it came full cycle, everything, all the pieces that are just piecing together, now they give you this big picture, and it's good storytelling. Sifiso draws a harsh line in the sand, and Mantuli may never recover from what he says. Is it Sifiso or Sfiso? Or it doesn't matter, or maybe this is like the full one and the other one it is the short version of this. So anyway, also with Mantuli, I mean, things are coming out. She sold a house that actually belonged to her daughter, so it's really crazy. And she got people on policies, funeral policies, without their knowledge. So it's really crazy. I think also this is the one story that I would like to see develop a bit more, because here's the thing: Mantuli, from day one, they've been painting her as this strict kind of character. But now we're actually seeing the other side of her, where she seems like she can be dangerous, so that, to me, it's really an interesting angle to see her character. PT gets the birthday surprise of a lifetime. I want to talk on that. Tuesday, the municipal mayor announces a formal investigation into Braboiki's dealings at the municipality. I mean, okay, I'm a bit confused now. A formal investigation? I thought the investigation is already underway. So what is this then that he's been doing? He's been meeting up with the team, briefing them, and all this up and down. I thought that was part of the formal investigation, but anyway, it looks like that investigation is going to happen. And like I said before, that Braboiki, I think he has something on the mayor. That's why I can't remember exactly what I was talking about. And yeah, he does have something on the mayor, but we'll see how this formal investigation pan out. I just hope it doesn't drag into December. Mantuli reaps what she has sown. Wonder what that is. Not much I can say here. I'm guessing the kids, the brother, they're turning on her, something to that effect. Amidst the turmoil, hope emerges for a young couple. Whenever they say young couple, they're always referring to Pax. Whoever Pax is dating at that particular time. Whenever they say a young couple, they're always referring to Pax. So I'm guessing this is Pax and what's her name? And Shay. Not much to add there. Wednesday, Nkosi is concerned about a moment he witnesses between Lehasa and Sergeant Peterson. This is also, I think, one of the interesting developing story, even though it's been played over and over for the longest of time. If you watch any show that you can think of, there's always this kind of a story where the good cop finally turns to the bad cop and partners with the criminal to take down a bigger criminal, or not a bigger criminal but another criminal. So this is the story that you see a lot of time. So here's the thing: whenever I see a story that I've seen so many times play out in other shows, I'm always wondering, well, maybe there's gonna be something different, because sometimes it's not about the actual story but how you tell the story. So you can tell the same story, but it's all about how you tell it. And that's what I hope to see in this one, that there will be, something different, or they'll tell the story in a way that's different and interesting. So only time will tell. Pumeza receives a disturbing message. Yeah, not much to add there. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Lizzie agrees to go on a date with someone. I didn't even know that Lizzie was. See, here's the thing. Right, with Skeem. So they have this thing of just starting something out of nowhere, and to me, as the audience, I'm always questioning, like, okay, but how did that even come about? Like, now we're hearing that Liz is agreeing to go on a date with someone, and this is playing Wednesday next week, which is 6 days away. So I hope in this 5 days, is it 5 days? No, it's gonna be 4 days. So I hope in the next 4 episodes, there's gonna be a bit of light for this to make sense. So meaning Lizzie should, or this guy should be eyeing Lizzie, and you can see that kind of tension, and then eventually the guy asks her out, and this is that play. But if that doesn't happen, if there's no guy that I'm going to see in the next 4 episodes that is the potential date for Lizzie, then that to me is one of the things with Skeem that I find, what's the word that I'm looking for? It just doesn't make sense to me. A story has to come from somewhere. You can't just make it up, because then it's like, but anyway, before I go into that rant, Thursday, Kwezi is deeply shaken when a dark force from her past shows up at her office. Dark past Peterson. This, I don't know who writes these teasers, but they exaggerate a lot. Because here, someone from a past, you'll think like at least 5-10 years ago, but you'll find that this is Peterson, which is like last week kind of. So how do you refer to that as a past? Well, I guess you can refer to it as a past, but I just think, whenever you hear past, for some reason it has to be like years ago, at least in my case anyway. The homos received gut-wrenching news that they found what's her name, the wife, the ex-wife, what's her name? Her name is right on the tip of my tongue. What's her name? Ivy. Clement pleads with Kwaito to forgive Mantuli. This is the thing. Like, I believe, like, family over everything. And when you have kids that don't get along with their parents, even though it's like, okay, regardless of who has done who wrong, but I just think you just need to make peace with your parents. Like, I can understand the extended family and whatnot, but your immediate family, like your parents, your siblings, I just believe in being peace amongst you, because the saying, you never know what you have until it's gone. I feel with parents and kids, it is that kind of dynamic thing going on, where of course you might be feeling hurt, you might be going all through these emotions, and you say, well, I'm just gonna cut them off, and then next thing you hear, they pass on for however they pass on, and that really hits you hard, because you're always thinking, oh man, that person went away or passed on and you guys have never made peace. I think that would be the biggest regret. So to me, that's why I'm, like, yeah, granted, maybe for now he's angry, but I just hope that at some point get he will get back to to his mother, and they can work that out. Friday, Crazy falls into a dangerous trap. Who set the trap? Who set the trap? Not gonna add much here. Moving on. Mantuli's children distance themselves from her. This is the thing that I was just talking about. But of course, you have to allow people to go through their emotions. You can't hurt someone and expect them to be okay in your time, or to act a certain way towards you. That only when they are ready, they will, and that to me, that's what I'm saying basically, that I hope they do get ready to want to fix things, and not just like, because hey, the lack of accessibility at Caps's restaurant ruins Peck's date. Accessibility. Okay, maybe from the outside, but from the inside, it looks like it is wheelchair friendly. And this date, it's shame. Yeah, but yeah, I really thought from the inside, I mean, it's wheelchair friendly. But anyway, so that was that. Still nothing about the money laundering. Funny enough, still nothing. So I guess for now, I'm just looking forward to the Mantuli storyline and the Braboiki investigation. I hope, I hope they, I hope a lot of people go down for this. I hope they really, really go down for this, or at least they are exposed. Because it sounds like there's a lot of people who now that I think of it, okay, so if someone comes to you and they offer you a tender, and all you have to do is to remit whatever fee back to them, if then investigations, yeah, but I guess you are guilty because you know what you're doing is wrong, and you did it either way. It's illegal and also money laundering, so you can catch those charges. So I really hope some people are exposed or go down for this. It sounds, if this wasn't intentional, or whether it was or wasn't, but now it's like, okay, this is the story that we have. I just hope the writer will really go in and make this to be the big story, to be the big storyline of the year, basically. Because this year's Skeem Saam, there's no memorable story that I can say, yeah, this year something happened, because everything that happened this year is something that carried over from last year. So I hope this just becomes not that big thing, that at the end of the year or even next year, this will be the one to remember. So yeah, that was it for this week. Until next week, I'm Young. I'm out.